everybody. I'm going to talk to you today about the 7 signs that you're with an emotional abuser. So, this is assuming that you are trying to date and you are starting over. You're not in the midst of a narcissistic relationship that you're trying to get out of, that you're starting to date somebody new, okay? So, this is starting from square one, or maybe you're with somebody now and you're just at the beginning stages of this, learning about narcissistic abuse and things like that. And so this might help you. Okay, so one would be that he is a psychological sadist, meaning that he loves it when you're in pain. You'll see that there's something about that's not comforting about them, that they're enjoying doing things that are hurting you. 2 is that his needs always come first. He or she never puts your needs first. He or she never puts your needs first. He or she makes you believe that you and you only are always the problem. Whenever something comes up between the two of you, it's always your fault. Always your fault. You need to change. You are crazy. You. They take responsibility for nothing. Also know that crazy people are the first ones to call you crazy. Crazy people are always the first ones to call you crazy. Okay, number 4 is that he or she is trying to make you jealous or insecure by talking about their old girlfriends with you, about things that they find attractive in other people, and especially other people that they used to date. 5 would be that he or she controls you by isolating you, cutting you off from money, or controlling you from things that you like to do, controlling you from your friends. 6 is he or she is constantly putting you down and making you feel insecure. And 7 is you are afraid of him or her, and you walk on eggshells constantly, afraid of upsetting them. Okay, now I have to tell you that I wrote this list based on my old relationship. This is so foreign to me now, but living like this, none of that would happen now. And to think that that's the way that I used to live is just absurd. If you're living like that, that is no way to live. You know, really. It is so super simple when it comes to relationships. I used to complicate things so much and, try to make excuses for bad behavior and this and that other thing. It's really simple. If you're with someone and your life isn't better because they're in it, then it's worse because they're in it, and you shouldn't be in it. A person that's in your life should not be adding to your stress, your strain, should not be making you feel insecure, should not be costing you. They should be building you up. You should be better with this person in your life. It's just a really simple formula. Some of those little old love songs and stuff will really steer you wrong. Love hurts. No, that's not the way to approach any kind of relationship. Love does hurt in terms of you love someone like I love my son and he died and that hurts. That hurts. That love hurts. But getting in relationships with new people, that should not hurt. And so, especially if you have a history of being in abusive relationships, if you have a history of that, you need to get far less tolerant with discomfort. You need to get far less tolerant with people's negative behaviors. And it really is the time to, early on in a relationship, you should definitely be your own first priority. You should be, I'm not advocating that anyone should be narcissistic. That's not what I'm saying, but you should certainly be concerned with making sure your own needs are getting met, and putting yourself first in your relationships, making sure that your needs are getting met. And that's particularly important if you have children, because really that's the way of putting your children first, is to put yourself first. If you're dating and you have children and you can't put yourself first, your kids are way down the line. You know, and that's just not a safe thing to do. It's not a motherly responsible thing to do either. And I think that women especially can get that really kind of messed up in our heads because we think we're being so selfless and so loving to, you know, focus on other people. But if you've got kids, you have a responsibility to focus on yourself and make sure that your needs are getting met in a relationship. And so if you're with someone who is doing, you know, creating any of these things, they're a psychological sadist, their needs always come first. They make you believe that you're always the problem. They try and make you jealous all the time. They control you and isolate you and cut you off from money and things like that. They're constantly putting you down and you're afraid of them. Well, that's not acceptable. None of those are acceptable at all for anybody. And especially if you have kids, you have a responsibility to not put up with it at all for another day. So those are the 7 just deal breakers for how you would know you're with an emotional abuser. So I'm not even trying to label a person as a narcissist or a sociopath or anything like that here. It's just a person who is emotionally abusive will have those, any one of those 7 qualities is a deal breaker. Any one of them. Okay. If you think I missed any, that says at 7, you have an 8, 9, or 10, please feel free to go ahead and put that down in the comment section and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.